Hey everyone, welcome to Makin Scents. If you've been here before, I say it every time, but I really mean it. Welcome back. I really appreciate you stopping by. And if this is your first time checking out my channel, welcome aboard. If you do me a huge favor and stay for a little while, because we're going to go over a full review of this one right here, YSL Y Eau Fraiche. Stay tuned. So like I said in the opening, we're going to talk about this one right here, YSL Y Eau Fraiche. According to Fragrantica, the main accords are aromatic, fresh spicy, citrus, warm spicy, green, and herbal. Now, to me, I love the design of this bottle. I'm a big fan of the YSL Y line already. I talked about it in multiple different videos, but I'll tell you right now, this one here is probably the nicest looking one out of all of them, with that frosted look to it, with the white cap, the YSL. Let's see if I can get that in focus for you. See the top there? I'm going to move out of the way so it just focuses on that. Well, I tried for you. The cap didn't get too good. So the bottle itself I showed originally in the first impression. You can see the Y is on the side just like all of the other ones. When you pull the cap off, it snaps off really well. The sprayer looks like this. Very nice sprayer. And the spray itself, if it comes into focus again, pretty bright, pretty solid. And as I said in the first impression, if you haven't had a chance to check that one out, you can absolutely look at it. But you're going to hear my review here this time because I've had a good amount of times wearing this one now, to the point that I feel like I can give you a fair and honest opinion about YSL Y Eau Fraiche. Still so glad that Dave from Oh So Fresh, or Mega Dave, titled his name Eau Fraiche. It's the only reason why I can say this without thinking like 50,000 times about how to say the phrase. So with this one right here, I'm going to read off a little note I have. The top notes are lemon, pepper, and ginger. The mid notes are geranium, mint, juniper berries, and lavender. And the base notes are olabinum and cedar. Okay, never tried olabinum by itself. It's probably a cool fragrance or additive or whatever you want to call it, but I have no idea what it smells like by itself. This one here, to me, before you can go way further into this, it's a banger. I mean, it's a phenomenal fragrance in my opinion, especially for the designer level. You know, it's not like it's a niche level fragrance. It's absolutely a summer winner in every way, shape, or form in my opinion. If you're a fan of the YSL Y line, you'll be a fan of this most likely. It's fresh, it's citrus. When I smell it, the first thing I smell is lemon, 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 lemon. If I didn't say that enough, lemon, 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 lemon. Actually, let's give a little bit of credit to lemons. Hopefully that worked. The opening is just bright lemon. And there's something else there. After I read all the ingredients, things like that, it's possibly the ginger. I'm not the biggest fan, or I don't understand ginger exactly that much, personally in the fragrance, unless it's really rich. But this has just an undertone of something. The opening on this is phenomenal. It's super bright, super fresh. Definitely a summer. If you smell this inside of like a Sephora or one of those places, it's going to sell you on that opening if you're a fan of the lemon openings and or lemon notes, something like that. Again, this fragrance is definitely, in my opinion, a spring summer fragrance. Absolutely summer, but spring summer, and that's where I would hold off from there. The price point, I think this was like 70 or 80 bucks, maybe $100. I don't even remember now, but it's still pretty pricey. I got it off of YSL site. I'll put a link down below to where I got it from. It's just, for me, it's a really nice fragrance. Now, as far as longevity, projection, all that kind of stuff, that big bright opening is there for less than 20 minutes. I mean, if you get 15 to 20 minutes, maybe push a half hour if you're lucky, or if you get it on clothing. That's about all you get out of this. The big bright burst disappears pretty fast. Might even be under 10 minutes, but I do get it on my clothes half the time when I spray it, especially like right now I just did too. So it'll last a little bit longer on my clothing, but on skin, 15 minutes or less, I'd say. But it's still beautiful. Still smells really nice. And what's cool about this one is once that opening's gone, which is, I would say it's probably the best part of the fragrance, that opening, just because they did such a good job making it exciting once you first smell it. Once that's gone, it gets a little bit more tame. I would say possibly not sweet. It's not really a sweet fragrance, but it transitions into something more towards like the original YSL Y. When it dries down all the way, it's a little bit of that YSL Y EDP, but not really. The YSL Y EDP is richer, thicker, deeper. Yeah, it's really not there. But it does have that same DNA, and I wear YSL Y EDP more than anything else, so I do associate that Y DNA more so with the EDP, even more than the original, which in reality it all goes back to the original because that's what the DNA was formulated. So as far as this one goes, super summer banger. You're going to get an hour and a half maybe, or some sort of projection, maximum maybe 2 hours, especially if you get a little bit on your clothing. That'll help make it last a little bit longer for the projection. And then your 2 to 4 hour mark is kind of all you get left out of this. So this is like a 4 hour fragrance. You could get a little bit more after the 3.5 to 4 hour mark, up to maybe 5 with it on clothing, but it's going to be really close to a skin scent. But you know what? For a freshie, that isn't a niche price, that isn't $1 million, to give you 2 hours of projection, or an hour and a half to 2 hours, that's pretty good. Because a lot of these citrus fragrances, or the fresh ones that come out for the summertime, the openings die down pretty fast. So for me, this is a nice fragrance. It's definitely one that I want to have in my collection. I definitely like this one, and I'll be wearing it a lot this summer. The big question I keep getting asked once I did that first look was, is this one redundant? Gray area. So I think if you are a fan of like the original one, if you're a fan of, even if you're just a fan of the line, it could be worth getting. But at the same time, if you already have the original and YEDP, I don't know if you necessarily need this one. But if you don't already have the original, because this is closer to that one, definitely. It doesn't have that sweetness that YEDP has. Y Live is another one that they came out with. That one's really nice too. And again, Y Live and YEDP are closer to each other in my opinion. And this guy right here is closer to the original. I guess if you have the original one, this could be considered redundant, except for that opening is just really nice, that citrus blast. But again, it's only for like 20 minutes. So it's kind of up to you. With that being said, I definitely recommend getting a tester of this, or try like a vial or a sample from somewhere, because it is a really nice fragrance. And for summertime, where almost everyone in the world wears this or talks about this one right here, to me, I think this one knocks that out of the park. I might be a fanboy for YSL Y. Who knows? I just like that one a lot. I'm a big fan of Dolce & Gabbana fragrances as well. So between the two of them, very excited. I like them both. This one here looks amazing, if that is one of those things that appeals to you. I mean, that cap, come on. Seriously, I think it's gorgeous. So again, you get about 1.5 to 2 hours of some sort of projection, which is pretty nice again for a summer fragrance. The opening disappears within less than a half hour. You get about 4, leaning towards 4.25, maybe 4.5, up to maximum maybe 5 hours lasting power out of this thing. So hopefully that gives you all the insight what you want to see as far as YSL Y Eau Fraiche, which is this guy right here. Again, to me, I like the fragrance. I'm going to wear it. It's going to be one that's in my rotation, especially for the summertime. I'll probably make a decant like I always do. Keep it with me around for the summertime, because I love YSL YEDP, and this is different enough to me from YSL YEDP that I'll use this more. I don't really wear the original Y that much. I have almost a full bottle of it, but this one here is more of a go-to for me between the two. So that's a wrap. Hopefully you enjoyed my take on this guy right here, YSL Y Eau Fraiche. Like I said, I'm a big fan. I like it very much. If I ever had this one here and the original side by side, and I ran out of both of them, I probably would not replenish the original, and I'll get this one instead. So hopefully you liked the video. Have you tried this one out? Have you tried YSL Y Eau Fraiche? Have you tried any of the other fragrances out in the YSL Y line? Do you like one better than the other one? If you do, or you want to share the information, throw some comments down below. Let me know which one you like the best. Let me know what you think about this one. Do you get better performance? Do you get worse performance out of it? Let me know down there as well too, because maybe someone else will read the comments. It'll help them make a decision if they should buy something or not. You know, I definitely recommend it, and I say it almost every time. Go for a sample first, because samples are worthwhile. It's a good way to know if you really like the fragrance, or even go test it somewhere first. because you can maybe even put it on, wear it on skin, see how it works with you and your chemistry. With that being said, I want to throw this up. Last night's video, or this morning's release, I said I just ordered these. These are Cremo, Blue Cedar, and Cypress. They were ready for me to pick up today. I had to go get them because they were part of my 10 fragrances, 10 cheapies for life. So I couldn't find the regular bottle because I left it at work. So I literally went out and bought 2 bottles on the spot. I typed and ordered while I was editing the latest video. So again, throw the comments down below. If you like this video and the crazy stuff I put up here, do me a favor, click that like button. If you like the content I put out and you want to see more of it, please click the subscribe button and come back for some more craziness and some more fragrance talk. Remember, if you're making the world a better place, just one spray at a time, then to me, you're just making sense. Until next time.